In our opinion, that what's going on in the market in recent weeks is a transient volatility. Nothing actually changing the fundamentals in economy globally, at least, and also for that matter, Saudi Arabia in specific. We see that there is a negligible impact on the Saudi market for the long term.
So Saudi stocks are down around 7% for the year as it stands. You're saying that's just a pullback, not something that reflects a change in the fundamentals?
Correct. That's our views, and also the volatility in the Saudi market has been actually much less so than compared to the S&P if you compare that to the same period, and also the impact, especially of the oil-related companies, which is actually getting lower in terms of size and impact on the stock market in Saudi Arabia due to the diversification in the Saudi market, which is part of the Vision 2030 to diversify.
So what does all of this mean for deal flow? Walk me through what's coming across your desk right now, and what's the appetite for Saudi assets among institutional investors? Are we seeing flows hold up, or is risk aversion really starting to bite here?
That's a very good question. That's, of course, for any time that's volatility, people trying to find excuse not to execute. But to our surprise, actually, we saw still some deals actually going forward in terms of going public and debt issuances, especially in the corporate sphere that we see that we're advising in Riyad Capital that actually going forward. Everybody believes actually in the long term of the vision, and also we are in 2025 at the beginning of it, at least now. But everything is guided by the 2030 vision, and also the delivering those objectives on time, which we see that evidence. So we see no impact so far on the flow of deals, especially going in the public market and the capital market. However, we see maybe volatility in the capital market, being an open market, of course, and liquid. However, we see especially those projects that we see and that's related to Vision 2030, like the giga projects, are on track, and we were focusing on that as well.
Are falling oil prices having any impact on the appetite to do deals? I've been speaking with a lot of analysts, including the likes of Goldman Sachs, for example, who are suggesting that we could see oil in the 40s in a worst-case scenario this year, given the concerns that we have macroeconomically around the trade war and tariffs, for example, the impact on demand. Is lower oil prices going to, will lower oil prices, essentially dampen institutional and retail investor appetite moving forward?
We see oil price impact. Of course, I mean, we still an oil-producing country and economy. However, it is getting less relevant right now, and to our surprise, again, we see less impact of oil prices impacting the equity market. However, of course, that would have questions about the financing of these projects going forward. Again, I would remind that we believe this is something transient, impacting the long-term vision of Vision 2030, when the associated projects and objectives are on track. No change on that.